Alright, excuse me. Alright, let's see if stuff is working. Hello there, everyone. Hello there. Apparently we got some shit to talk about. I wasn't... Yeah, I got too busy with the Mitch stuff to know about the, the Elon shit going on. So I figured, you know what? Fuck it, might as well talk about it. It sounds entertaining to me. Why not? So how's... Before we start, I'm just gonna be talking to the chat. How's everyone doing tonight? We got Unknown Archive, beep beep, hello there, Unknown Archive. Sons of Psyops goes, Elon Musk, my favorite. Yeah, ew, it's Kaz, says Ren, yeah, absolutely, oh god. Yeah, we got Sons of Psyops go, oh, my favorite African-American, Elon Musk, yeah, absolutely. Oh boy, I can already, but I can already imagine how much of a field day the usual Twitter crowd is having right now. Oh yeah, no, people are upset about this. Fucking, it's insane. For those who like to help out the channel, be sure to alert people that this channel is still a thing. Why? We'll talk about that in a minute, but you know, it's about algorithms as well. There's a lot of changes coming in. Hello there, Nosfire. Hello there, Cherry. Hello there, Jack. Hello there, 3 a.m. How's it going from Dumb Blonde? I'm good. How about you? Anthony Hunter, sup? Hello there, Anthony Hunter. How do you do, fantastic Mr. Warfox? Well, hello there, Dan. I'm doing okay, actually. Pretty well. So we got our usual setup tonight. Obviously, super chat donation options are a thing if you want to have your shit read out on stream. That's up to you. It's not required. I'm only doing that because fucking Vash would scream at me if I don't go around and start shilling out that money is an option. So, you know, he's keeping me in line with the YouTube thing. You know, I'm bad at it. I know. I'm really awful. But that's just how it is. I'm not very good at this game. Pisses in your basement. Oh no, god. Well, that would have been horrifying if I had a basement. Hi, sorry I'm late. It wasn't shower. Well, no, you came in just right in time. I don't know what you're talking about. We're only 9 minutes in. Algorithms, math. Yeah, absolutely. We're talking about that too. So, I think let's get a little bit of the show on the road, because why not? I just want to talk about this whole shit show because it's fucking funny. Well, I mean, most of it's funny. There is some things about this that kind of irk me, but we'll get into that and we'll get into that. So, it seems our favorite billionaire boy, if you can call it that, Elon Musk has bought himself Twitter for like $44 billion or some shit. And there's a lot of reactions to this. I see CNN is seething. I see all the fucking big boys, the big media boys are just fucking raging and seething like crazy over this. And I think it's funny. So I thought we'll talk about that for a bit. Funniest shit show yet? Honestly, I don't know. Up next, Elon buys YouTube. You know, at this point, I wouldn't even mind if he did that. Because fuck YouTube. Fuck all of this. Anyway, so he bought Twitter for like $44 billion. At least that's what I remember. I could be wrong on the exact specifics. But he bought Twitter, and it seems like the whole internet, at least a lot of the internet, took a giant shit about this and got angry. So yeah, we're gonna talk about that. So how about you guys? What do you think about this? Is this really that big of a deal? Because personally, it's kind of. We'll get into it. The game called Life. Yeah, the sharks are back for an only season of Shark Tank. Yeah, the internet will actually go up in flames if Elon bought YouTube. Yeah, be a winner at the game of life. Yeah, apparently. I don't know. So they're making a big deal about it. So from Scene in Business goes, Elon Musk is set to blah 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 blah. Excuse me, sorry. Is set to take control of Twitter in a $44 billion deal that, at least judging by some of the reactions, feel like it could reshape the internet as we know it. I don't know about that. Twitter seems rather ordinary on paper. The company's user base, market value are less than a tenth of the size of Meta, Facebook parent company. Its total revenue last year was roughly the same as Western Union, and prior to this month, Twitter stock blew below the closing price from its first day of trading more than 8 years ago. But Musk bid to take Twitter private, has inspired unsolicited input from U.S. lawmakers, rampant speculation about the impact on the 2024 U.S. presidential election, and even breathless hyperbolic comparisons to the late day of Warner Germany. So, okay, so because he bought a company, everyone's thinking he's fascist. Like, okay, that's where we're at, you know? So, essentially, he bought Twitter, and there's a couple of new things about this stuff, one of which is my personal favorite, is the fact that apparently if he buys Twitter, which is his thing, he wants to make an open source for the algorithm on Twitter. And we'll get into this real quick because I think it's funny. Rather interesting. I know this is entirely speculation of like random users are talking about stuff like this, and I know that people are like, oh, it's not hard fact, you can't. I don't care, right? So let's just look into this because it's funny. At least I think it's interesting. Because I would rather talk about this than on this other shit. So Elon buys Twitter. I immediately start seeing people in my timeline I haven't seen in from ages. My followers start going up instead of slowly bleeding. Are they like removing some of their suppression algorithms they don't want publicized? Now, the reason I decided to save this response is because, well, one is I'm petty, and I don't like it when social medias go out of their way to, you know, censor me for calling out pedophiles, right? Like, I have a big chip on my shoulder about social media for the past 2 years because, you know, I like to call out weirdos and pedophiles and monsters, and I like to think I do a pretty good job at that. I'm sure some will disagree and have their semantics about that, but, you know, I like to think I'm very good at exposing pedophiles and weirdos, and I think they deserve that much attention and exposing because they're monsters. They're sick fucks. They want to do horrible things to children. I think we can all agree with that. But one of the things I've always hated about social media, especially YouTube and Twitter, and in this case with Twitter, is that although they try to lie their way about it, you know for a fact that there's an algorithm out there that suppresses your content, especially if you talk about stuff they don't like. We'll get into that a bit later, because in the ending point of the stream, I'm going to go into the numerous accusations that Twitter has been accused of for the past 2 years, and some of the stuff that apparently happens in the website that Twitter doesn't really want to talk about, but will somehow demand people who, you know, suppress those who talk about it, you know? Jeez, I wonder why. It's almost like someone had something to hide, huh? But yeah, I will admit, I can be quite the petty bitch in this regard. I kind of really don't care. I honestly don't like censorship in general. It's nice to know Elon's kind of saying that too. I don't really believe him, per se. I am not a fanboy of Richie's. I will say this. Like, he is a rich boy. I can't say for a fact that his opinions are true. I'm just going to have to wait and see. But for one of his offers is the fact that he wants to turn... One of his plans is that he wants to have an open source algorithm for Twitter. Now, this is great news for me because I'm a bit of a tech nerd, so I know a little bit about algorithms. Well, that and the fact they're a giant fucking mess. But outside of them being usually a giant fucking mess, my opinion on this is rather simple. If you make an open source algorithm, that's a good thing. If something's open source, you can look into the files yourself, you can look in the code yourself, and see exactly what is being used and what isn't being used while doing this stuff. So an open source idea is a good thing. It's a great form of transparency that I think all of us can agree is well-deserved. After all, if there's an algorithm that determines whether or not a YouTube channel or a Twitter personality's entire audience lives and dies based on opinions, you know, systems and shit of that nature, then I think people have the right to know that like what they're saying and what they're doing gets them flagged or not. The problem with Twitter, like most of these algorithms, is that they're closed-sourced. So when they're closed-sourced, you don't fucking know what exactly are they putting in the code that determines if you deserve to fucking eat your bread this week. if you're someone who makes makes money, and makes your income out of content. And I think that's pretty fucked. You know, the idea that these people actively allow you to make a platform, but will conveniently let you conveniently send your channel to die or your presence to die because, God forbid, you said something they didn't fucking like. That's what I've been saying around for years about why I really don't like these social media platforms. Why? Well, I mean, again, I'm a bit of a petty bitch. They've been targeting me for almost 3 years now because I call out pedophiles, and they don't like that. You know, they get big butthurt. So of course I'm gonna get bitchy at that shit. Like, who fucking determines that shit, right? Well, that's the issue. If you turn something public to a open source public project, then there isn't going to be any line about what's in that code, because it would be, you know, developed by a community. People would be able to build upon said code. And oftentimes, it's a lot more transparent. But the issue, again, is that Twitter's been hiding this shit for years, and they don't want to tell you. So, I think that's funny. I honestly, that's the only thing I give a fuck about Elon Musk about, is the fact that he had this, like, open source plan thing. I hope he does it. But, again, we're just going to go through the salt mines first before we really get into it, because it gets into another point about the stuff I saw on Twitter that, unfortunately, now you're going to have to see, and you're going to hate me for it, but we're going to do it. We're just going to have to deal with it. Alright, so we got this one. Take this as a credible source or not, but I think this is funny. You know, give me a minute, because it's fucking... Alright, Twitter. Stop acting idiotic with OBS. Come on. Play nice. Play nice. Alright. So let me go read this shit real quick. So, I have no idea. Vihava? I don't know how you pronounce that. Gabby, the top censorship advocate at Twitter, who famously gaslit the world on Joe Rogan's podcast and censored the Hunter Biden laptop story, is very upset that Elon Musk took over. Oh, the seething, the anger. Oh no, guys. But you see, that's the thing. Twitter's top lawyer reassures staff crying during meeting about Elon Musk takeover. A key executive involved in decisions to remove former President Donald Trump and ban political advertising expressed uncertainty about the future of the platform. So, you got a bunch of political pundits screaming their fucking heads off because some rich kid bought a fucking social media platform. A rich kid. Like, the fuck is this? If Elon Musk doesn't fix the problems, well, again, we'll get into the problems with the maps in a minute. But yeah, essentially, yeah, lazy trolls. That'll happen. But yeah, essentially, they're mad because, you know, some guy bought $44 billion for a fucking company that, a lot of people use but also hate. And I'm not gonna lie, Twitter's a shit show. I'm not a fan of the cancel shit, cancel over dumb shit. But let's not focus going after weirdos. I mean, that would be funny. Okay, so what is this? Oh, delete Twitter. Delete Twitter. Oh yeah, let's talk about this. Okay, yeah, let's do this, guys. Let's do this. I love this. Delete Twitter. I just remembered that. Let me do it. Let's do this.
Twitter's gone.
All right. All these hypocrites leaving Twitter because it's now owned by Elon Musk and posting about it on a platform controlled and determined for the Chinese government is just hilarious. Delete Twitter. Losers moralizing on TikTok is peak performative woke. Yeah, I mean, let's be real. Most advocism in the internet is really just fucking, you know, sophistry. It's not real. I don't take most advocate shit in the internet seriously at all. Apparently that's where we're going. Yeah.
Well, it looks like Twitter's gone. They accepted the money, and Stalin is taking over. So fuck you, Twitter.
Oh yes, the guy who legally bought a website is Stalin now. Okay. Oh wow. Okay.
And goodbye forever, you insane Q-like forum, or soon to be insane like
seriously?
Q-like forum. Peace out. Bye.
Elon Musk, this is directly to you. Enjoy Twitter. I just deactivated mine. I will not be reactivating it.
Okay. You know what? How about don't be on social media then if you can't handle it? Holy fuck.
Enjoy.
I deactivated my account.
Oh god. What type of face is that? What type of face only a mother would love? Why do you pierce your lips like this? Fuck?
Deleted the app.
Is that a receding hairline I see?
That's what I think of it. Fuck Elon Musk.
Today, Twitter has announced that they've been bought by Elon Musk, or
Elon
however you say his name. I'm not interested in staying on Twitter anymore because of this, and I think there's a lot of people that are about to leave. So I just wanted to let everyone know that you can find me here. I'm going to also share this on Twitter before I deactivate my account, so that anyone who wants to follow me can find me here as well.
Hey, I did a thing today. I deactivated my Twitter account. You can too.
I mean, good riddance if you get the fuck off of Twitter. I mean, what the fuck you been doing on it for years in the first place? Holy fuck, dude. But yeah, no, delete Twitter is a thing, because people are mad that, you know, someone legally bought a fucking website for like $44 billion. Well, I mean, granted, if I was someone like Elon, I would be like, man, $44 billion for Twitter? Damn, I would have just bought something else. Fucking $44 billion for Twitter. Holy shit. That sounds like that's way more money than Twitter has ever deserved, let's be real. Like, I'm not even joking about that. I don't see why you would need to pay this much. But, you know, to each their own. It's a free country, I suppose. Oh, I mean, honestly, out of all the stupid shit that regular occurs on Twitter, this is the thing that convinces them to stop. Well, I mean, like, it's a fucking haven for all kinds of debauchery, right? There's a lot of fucked up on shit on Twitter. But no, like, Elon Musk buying it is the straw that broke the camel back. Okay, hey, okay, ladies. All the thin skins leaving Twitter now. Where the fuck were you when pedophiles were a massive problem and still are on Twitter? Just thought I would point that out. Like, where the fuck were you? Tumblr is fucking trash. Fucking Twitter's trash. Fucking Tumblr's trash. I mean, I barely consider YouTube above trash anyway. Let's see. I hope that people who are driving Twitter, excuse me, delete Twitter actually follow through with their threat, and they're not going to. Let's be real. Elon Musk is taking over, so I'm going to delete Twitter. You know, your terms are acceptable. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. If you get a bunch of dumb idiots on the internet that are going to leave, then I think leave. But then again, these people aren't going to leave. They're not. A lot of these people are terminally online idiots who complain more about Twitter shit than they do anything in real life. And that's what I've been trying to say about Twitter for a long time. Like, I barely take Twitter seriously. I usually use Twitter to promote my content while I'm looking for degenerates to talk about. Because, you know, Twitter has a massive degenerate problem. It's very easy to find creepos to talk about and report on. Why? Because Twitter has them in spades. You know? Like, Twitter is a haven for freaks. But no one talks about that. Everyone talks about Elon Musk buying a company legally that he's fucking stolen. Like, fuck, you fucking people need to grow up. Holy shit. Holy fuck. Might go make another Twitter so I have 2 accounts for fun. I mean, I'm sure it's be great for trolling recently with all this other shit going on, so I don't blame you. Guys, I'm so scared and can't breathe. Elon is holding my basement worth in the Binance Caves. Oh, he's probably gonna do that, huh? He's gonna turn Twitter into an NFT. Let's see. How did oh my fucking god. How to deactivate your Twitter account. They're giving advice as to how to delete your Twitter account. Okay. From The Verge, how to delete your Twitter account. Not that that's hard to do, but that is amazing. Oh, That is amazing. That is just amazing. Wow. Wow. For anyone having delete YouTube or leaving YouTube, can you please fucking do it immediately so the rest of us can continue with our bullshit without you? Exactly. Like, holy shit. That's the thing. If you're gonna threaten that shit, do it. Fucking do it. But see, I want to see that happen. I want to see a mass exodus off of Twitter. And then watch as practically nothing fucking happens. I'm pretty sure the general IQ of Twitter goes up a few notches. And that's the thing. Twitter's a shithole. Like I'm trying to say, I'm being fair here, right? I get that, you know, people like Twitter. Twitter's the public square. Elon Musk wants to buy it so he can control that type of thing and probably try to make it what he wants to be. Sure, cool. But like, holy shit. I hate Elon Musk because he gave quartering a week of worth of content. Oh god. Okay, you know, if there's any legit reason to hate Musk, absolutely. Oh no. Like, we are so screwed. Fucking, gotta run. The quartering's coming for his fucking paycheck, guys. Coming for his quarter pounder. He's coming for his quarter pounder, guys. You better watch out. Oh no. Let's see. So there's a lot of shit to go through, but yeah, essentially, people are losing their nuts over this, and I think it's great. I think it's great. I want to see Twitter implode. Business and finances. Look at that. Delete Twitter. Trending. Oh, the salt. Oh, the salt is so amazing. Oh my god. Let's see. Yeah, there's a lot of like delete Twitter stuff. Most of the hashtag folks are butthurt white conservatives using the image with I'm sure there's some conservatives doing that too. I mean, I really don't care about conservatives or liberals at the end of the day. I know people are like, oh, you're gonna talk about this, you gotta talk about your politics. I'm like, nah. It doesn't work like that. I don't care. Like, I really don't care about that shit. But I think it's funny watching people spurg because of a white, like, which got some dumb rich white boy who's paying $44 billion. Hey, $44 billion! It's fucking nuts. I don't know how you fucking, like, justify that in your brain. You're like, I'm gonna buy that much for Twitter. Might as well just buy YouTube with that money. Holy fuck. I mean, might as well buy, like, 2 websites with that. I bet you can buy Facebook and Twitter with that type of money. I bet Facebook and YouTube in that order, yeah. Probably. Those are still bigger than Twitter. You can buy so much goddamn money. You can buy so much shit with that. I bet this guy buys cocaine without much issue. I'm pretty sure you can buy a lot of that with no issue. Like, let's be real. Like, this guy is probably spending money on shit you probably shouldn't be legally owning, but he does anyway. This is Dear Elon Musk. Oh god, the seething. Oh my god, what is this? Dear Elon Musk, if I were your mother, oh no. If I were your mother, oh. Something tells me you're not fit to be a mother, just saying. You sound like the definition of do not put dick in crazy. You probably spend your years crying about why you can't get a good man while having like several cats in your house, all shitting up the fucking floors and then ripping up your carpet. Like, I'm sorry, but a woman like you wouldn't be able to create a billionaire. just say. Just say. You don't look like mother material, you look like damaged goods. The seething continues. Land of the town square. I guess you have time to deal with Twitter bullies and those who spur hate or hurt here. Concerned. And it's just like some black kid writing something. Like, I love that these people keep trying to twist it about like race and hate and stuff, but it's like, okay, sure, we can talk about that. Here's another question. What about the pedos on the website? Yes, I know it's kind of ridiculous to say this, but it's like, you know, the truth of the situation is Twitter's already a haven for pedophiles, irrespective of what, like, Elon Musk does. So, who's going to address that? It's the same screenshot. I'm so sorry, I'm not your mother. Who are these people? Because, dear Elon Musk, sorry I was not your mother. Who the fuck are you people? Sorry, I'm so sorry I was not your mother. What are you on about? What type of take is this? I was not your mother. Oh, so you're upset you're not his mother, so you couldn't just, like, parasite his $44 billion away from Twitter. Okay, cool. Jesus fucking Christ, people. And here's the thing, I don't even really care much for Elon. At all. But, like, I think it's funny watching these people fucking lose it. Holy shit. Let's see. Freedom of speech. Alright, is this an actual tweet from him? Alright, let's look at this real quick. Free speech is the bedrock of a functioning democracy, and Twitter is the digital town square where matters vital to the future of humanity are debated, said Mr. Musk. I also want to make Twitter better than ever by enhancing the product with a few new features, making the algorithm open source to increase trust, defeating the spam bots, and authenticating all human Twitter has been a tremendous potential. I look forward to working. I'm not exactly sure all these other vagaries, but yeah, it's like, I mean, the thing is, you can talk about Elon Musk and how fucking stupid he is, right, in some regards. He's not wrong, though. Like, good luck actually in getting yourself involved in politics without getting shot nowadays in public because you said things. It's gotten to a point you can't scream pedo bad in a fucking public square without getting hurt because some unironic contrarian is going to start coming at you with fisticuffs going, how dare you call out these people? They're oppressed, damn it. Like, we gotten to a point where, like, you know, child molesters, you're just not allowed to call them out. You're just not allowed to call them mean names. You're just not allowed to be mean to, like, creeps who want to touch the kids and shit or want to do things to your dog. We've gotten to that point in American discourse, and yet somehow people are like, but you gotta dox yourself. You gotta be on Twitter so we can do horrible things to you in real life. Like, come on, this is stupid. I'm sorry, these takes are stupid. God. Open spam bots are defeated as Twitter open source new features rolled out. Are you considering a... See, the thing is, like, I like the open source idea. I don't know if he'll do it, but I'll give him that. The open source idea, I go for. Defeating spam bots, okay, cool. Whatever. I don't care. I'm just tired of seeing a bunch of people do this fucking thing where they're just like, but he owns the website. We should be scared. Like, who cares? Like, why is that an issue? He legally owns a website. Bully for you. Like, grow the fuck up. Fuck. People are annoying. This is the reason why no one takes Twitter seriously. Appraise my ass. They should be made fun of. Of course, spam bots. Don't forget porn bots or gas. See, I think I think that's probably what he's talking about, is like people, the weird spam bots and whatever the fuck else that goes on. Alright, let me go look around real quick, because, again, I wanted to make this a very short stream. I'm not here to talk too long about Elon. I don't care that much about Elon Musk at all. I just wanted to talk about it for a bit, so let me go look at a few things real quick. But yeah, Elon Musk is trending. I think it's funny. Also, don't you just love loud neighbors? But yeah, this is fucking hilarious. Capitalism bad, apparently. Yeah, the social net, my network, the ultimate Russian bot. Yeah. Ooh, Elon Musk is going to be part. He can actually agree with shadow banning was good. See, the problem with this shit is that I've noticed that as soon as Elon Musk wants to buy the website, the fucking shadow banning ceased on my account and a bunch of other people's. I think that's funny. I think that's interesting. It's almost like someone at Twitter realized, oh shit, if Elon buys our website and realizes what we're doing, we could be in serious fucking trouble. Form bots must be banned. Yeah. If I can't send pics of cocaine CDP, that's definitely not true for you. I mean, it's concerning that one human being with financial bias has full control over Twitter, the de facto public forum. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's still a concern in general. Sure, yeah, I agree with you there. I just think it's weird because it seems to be that we're watching a conflict of one group mad they're losing control of the website, but like, does it really change the public square? Does it really change Elon and what he's doing? Does it really change? Does the website really change because Elon owns it? The answer is no, obviously. I'm honestly happy there's finally free speech now. Someone who faces a lot in CA, I prefer Elon Musk more than other men because they were sure as heck didn't allow the practice of cancel culture. Okay. Who's Lisa Rock? Who the fuck are you? If I get banned for saying Tesla's fucking gay, can I be saying that I was referring to the ban? Yeah. Well, see, the problem with Twitter is Twitter's all about places where people just get, you get canceled. You make a joke, you get canceled. You talk about real shit that people need to care about, you get canceled. You call out child molesters, you get canceled. But, you know, you buy a Twitter website so you can do something with it so that it actually isn't fucking doing stupid shit like that. All of a sudden, oh, that's the problem. And I'm like, I don't really care. I highly doubt it's going to change much of anything. I just kind of hope that, like, if he does actually want to do something, then just commit to what you want to do, and boom, I might trust you a bit more. Oh yeah, no, yeah, people are dumbasses for thinking that's a win. No, you're changing one landlord for another, and that's the thing that people need to be serious about. Is that, again, we'll get into the questionnaire I want to give people like Elon whenever they have Twitter. But essentially, the argument I'm trying to point out here goes as follows. What changes with Twitter? Also, if anybody wants to have call-ins to have conversations about this and hash it out on stream, be sure to let me know so I can actually put you guys in. If you're wanting to join, feel free to join the waiting room. I was meaning to do that earlier, but, you know, practically forgot about it. So, you know how I mean. I'm disorganized as fuck today, and I honestly just don't care. I just don't care right now. I just want to do shit. I just want to make streams. I am tired of taking too long. So, guys, one rich man better than other rich men. Rich men good. People have loyalty over the dumbest shit. They have loyalty over the dumbest things. They really do. So, I mean, if people want to have conversations about this on stream through a call-in, be sure to let me know. I think it's funny. Let's see, we got one person. Let's go with it. Oh, god damn it. Okay, Discord, you're acting weird. There we go, fucking finally. What the hell? Hello there.
Hi. I am nauseous. Our good friend here in the server gave me a hashtag to look at. I'm about to throw up. You cannot show this on stream. I will not say the hashtag. But, oh my goodness, does Twitter have a problem?
Oh, absolutely. Actually, come to think about it, I think that's what we're going to talk about. And say something that I hope he changes. What does he want to change, Lisa Rocks? And, yeah, you don't mind. I don't mind. What's up, Kaz? What do I miss? Not much. We're just talking about Elon, I guess. Old Twitter boss. Yeah, so, we're gonna get Mo from Matrix. We'll get a few people in here. Hello. Let's see. So, I think I've already talked enough about Elon for the moment. Per se, I think we'll get into my main questionnaire. I'm gonna call it the P question.
The urination question.
Yeah, we'll call it the P question, and I mean P as in just the letter P, not actual PEE, but no, just the P question. You may be asking why am I asking this question? Well, it's because if you're on a website like Twitter, like much like Jack Dorsey, you're going to end up having to be forced one way or another to address this question specifically. No one's going to have credence away from this, and there's a good reason why no one should. So we're going to talk about something. I'm going to go through an article for one, as a starter. So
while you do such a thing, I'm going to be submitting this stuff to, reporting proper places.
Community chess question. I don't think it really, Alright, so, we're going to... We're going to read this somewhat old article real quick, because knowing the nature of law enforcement, this is still an ongoing story type of thing, so we're going to do it. So, Twitter, this was back in January 21st, 2021. Twitter refused to remove child porn because it didn't violate policies. Lawsuit. Again, a lot of this stuff still alleged, but the reason I'm bringing this up is because if you see anything on Twitter recently, nothing much has changed from this time. Twitter refused to take down widely shared pornographic images and videos of a teenage sex trafficking victim because an investigation didn't find the violation of the company's policies, a scathing lawsuit alleges. The federal suit, filed Wednesday by the victim and his mother in the Northern District of California, of course it's California, why am I not fucking surprised, alleges Twitter made money on the clips which showed a 13-year-old engaged in a sexual acts in a form of child abuse material or child porn, the suit states. The teen, who is now 17 and lives in Florida, is identified only as John Doe and was between 13 and 14 years old when sex traffickers posing as a 16-year-old female classmate started chatting with them on Snapchat, the suit alleges. Doe and the trafficker allegedly exchanged nude photos before the conversation turned to blackmail. If the teen didn't share more sexually graphic photos and videos, the explicit material he already sent would have been shared with his parents, coach, cashier, and others, the suit alleges. Doe, acting under duress, initially compiled and sent videos of himself performing sexual acts and was also told to include another child in his videos, which he did, the suit claims. Eventually, Doe's blocked the traffickers and they stopped harassing him, but at some point in 2019, the videos surfaced on Twitter under two accounts that were known to share child sexual abuse material, court pagers allege. Over the next month, the videos would be reported to Twitter at least 3 times, first on December 25th, 2019, but the tech giant failed to do anything about it until a federal law enforcement officer got involved, the suit states. Doe became aware of the tweets in January 2020 because they've been viewed wildly by his classmates, which subjected him to teasing, harassment, vicious bullying, and led him to become suicidal. Reports records show. While Doe's parents contacted the school and made police reports to file a complaint with Twitter, saying that there were 2 tweets depicting child pornography of himself and they needed to be removed because they were illegal, harmful, and were in violation of the site's policies. As a support agent followed up and asked for a copy of Doe's ID so they could be proved as it is him, and after the teen complied, there was no response for a week, the family claims. Around the same time, Doe's mother filed 2 complaints to Twitter, reporting the same material for a week. She also received no response, the suit states. Finally, on January 28th, Twitter replied to Joe and said that they weren't taking down the material, which have already been racked up over 167,000 views and over 2,000 retweets, the suit states. Thanks for reaching out. We reviewed the content and didn't find a violation of our policies, so no action will be taken at this time, the response reads, according to the lawsuit. If you believe there's a potential copyright infringement, please start a new report. If the content is hosted on a third-party website, you'll need to contact the website's support team to report it. Your safety is the most important thing. If you believe you're in danger, we encourage you to contact your local authorities. So, yeah, hold on. Almost done with this one. Because I'm going to just read this through. In response published, the complaint Doe appeared shocked. What do you mean you don't see a problem? We were both minors right now, and we were minors at the time these videos were taken. We were both 13 years of age. Were baited, harassed, threatened, sent these videos that are now being posted without our permission. We did not authorize these videos at all, and they need to be taken down, the teen wrote back to Twitter. He even included the case number from local law enforcement agency, but still the tech giant allegedly ignored him and refused to do anything about the illegal child exploitation material, as it continues to rack up more and more views. 2 days later, Doe's mom was connected with an agent from the Department of Homeland Security through mutual contact who successfully had the video removed on January 30th, the suit states. Only after
So
this...
it took.
Sorry, go ahead.
So it took the feds to fucking get that removed.
Yes, it took Homeland Security to get involved.
Why?
You tell me. We're going to have this conversation because I think anyone who runs Twitter has to address this question, period. But this will get into it. I know this will take a bit. We'll get into it, or no problem. Only after this takedown demanded from the federal agent did Twitter suspend the user accounts that were distributing the CSAM blah blah blah, excuse me, and report this content. I'm just gonna say CP. I don't care. To the National Center on Missing and Exploited Children's, states the suit filed by National Center of Sexual Exploitation in 2 law firms. This is directly in contrast to what their automated reply system and user agreement state that they will do to protect children. The disturbing lawsuit goes on to allege Twitter not only hosted creeps who have been used platform to exchange child porn material and profits from it by including ads interspersed between tweets, advertising, or requesting the material. Early Thursday, Twitter declined comment to the post, but later in the day reversed course and sent a statement by email. Twitter has a zero tolerance for any material that features or promotes sexual abuse. We aggressively fight online child sexual abuse, and we have heavily invested in technology and tools to enforce our policies, a Twitter spokesperson wrote. Our dedicated team works to stay ahead of bad faith actors and ensure that we're doing everything we can to remove content, facilitate investigations, and protect minors from harm, both online and offline. Now, there's a reason why I'm bringing this up. There's a reason. There is a reason. Hello there, Sir Addy. There's a reason to the madness. So let me explain this. Now, this is an article from a year ago. Very true. Don't worry for the other guys. I'll let you guys in a moment. But the reason I'm talking to you guys about this is because the problem I just listed here through this article is still happening today on Twitter. None of this shit has changed. Twitter still...
I'm currently looking at it.
Yes, Twitter is still a hotspot for child molesters and dog fuckers. And it has not changed. So the question I have to say to Elon real quick is this. Will you address this? And if you don't address this, are you willing to take the same reputation Jack Dorsey did by the larger community when everyone called him a pedophile? Because everyone knew Jack Dorsey was very well aware of the problem. Jack Dorsey did fucking nothing. See where I'm going with this? Alright, we'll let people add into this. Hello. Yeah, we got some people in. Hello there. Sorry for taking a bit. Feel free to introduce yourselves, of course.
Well, then I am everyone's favorite Uncle Grinch. You can call me Grinch Bear.
Yeah.
I'm the world's worst Discord admin, Cherry.
Now that I can get behind.
What about you, Mo? Is your thing working? Mic working? Excuse me. Says Musk won't be able to make changes until the sales finalist. Well, true. We're basically arguing a couple of months after the fact. That's kind of the issue. Essentially, because that's gonna take a while. But since Elon Musk is already making plans, and those plans will take time to put in fruition, that is practically the issue. Because let's be real. Owning Twitter is a bad thing if owning Twitter means you have to deal with this shit. So I say, if Elon Musk deals with it, then good for him. I honestly think this fucking shit that's been happening on this website needs to come to an end eventually.
I mean, oh, sorry, continue.
No, that's fine. Go ahead.
I'm gonna say that you, just looking at this now, and as I'm currently reporting this crap, I've noticed people have ways of hiding their age, but will still admit it.
Yeah.
And you need to kind of consult people who are have done this enough, and kind of get them to explain to you hey, sometimes they hide their age and their location, or they won't even say it, but they'll say they're a minor in their bio and such. Yeah, those are all things a bot should easily be able to automatically flag down.
And they should be able to. So have you heard about Ranting Monkey? I haven't watched his content forever, so yeah, I've heard about him. I don't watch him.
I honestly can't be anxious about Elon getting a hold of Twitter, mostly because I keep laughing at the idea that he's legitimately might be trying to do this just to make sure people can't make fun of him.
I would not be surprised if that turns out to be the case. Also, hello there, J12.
J12, you can unmute your mic.
Sorry, Aaron. I'm sorry, Aaron.
But I think even if he does fuck around a little bit, if he does take a stance against the whole exploitation of minors thing, cracking down on the whole CP on Twitter thing, I honestly cannot see anything wrong with it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you recall, a few months ago, maybe not even that long ago, there was legitimately actual CP being distributed around Twitter very, very publicly, and it was all the same shit. It looked like it was being recorded in Thailand or something. But I mean, Jesus fucking Christ, I personally took down 20 accounts that were spreading it.
Actually, speaking of which, Aaron, if you see it in general chat, should we be able to show that? It doesn't show anything outside of tags. I don't know.
Let me take a look. Is it in Discord general?
Yeah, Discord general.
All right, let me
This is why I hate Twitter. Now, of course, I'm not showing anything that's explicit, but there is tags. I'm asking for a second opinion on that.
That should technically be fine. I'm slightly. I find it potential issue of maybe showing these tags where this material is readily available.
Yeah, that could be a problem.
All right, so.
But aside from that.
Well, typically, since the first time it was done on Twitter, which is, I think that was the mega leaks or something.
Yeah, mega leaks.
It's been done in foreign languages that we cannot readily associate with something illegal. I swear to God, the one I helped take down was fucking Sanskrit or something.
Yeah, so I'm not going to show too many things here, but essentially, there's active tags as we speak. That starts with the word P and ends with an O. You know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
I'm not gonna get into it because I don't want people looking into it. However, if you do come across this, there is a Cybertip forum link right in the description down below of the video that you can use to report this. The reason I'm doing this is because I kind of have to, by requirement, tell you that yes, there is active fucking tags that are blatant.
If we supply the tip line, I don't know if it's entirely horrible if we tell them the info.
Let me add a qualifier there. It is not illegal for you to see this and then report it. It is, however, super illegal to take a screenshot of it.
Yeah.
Even if it's just to send like the authorities some proof, because you are now in possession of something very illegal.
There's nothing explicit being taken screenshots of. We just currently what we can show to people is just like really cringy fucking memes people are posting. But essentially, let me put it like this: there is active threads that says that is essentially PO whore. PO whore. Let's go with that, right? Let's not use
I know that one.
Full thing and different variations of said thing. And if you end up seeing this, it's an active form where minors and pedophiles are sharing and exchanging stuff and telling each other's ages and shit, and putting this all over Twitter. This is not a joke. This is not a meme. This is very real, and it's very active, especially the past week. I don't know why, but ever since it's been last week revealed that fucking Elon Musk wants to buy Twitter, there's been a lot of these accounts popping up wanting to share some illegal, explicit content. Again, I am not advocating for you to look into this. I prefer not for you to do this, especially since most of you are not professionals, obviously, but if you do come across this, the Cybertip forum link is right in the description down below. Just thought I would put it there for you. I'm not going to show it on screen.
So what I take from this is that Reddit mods and Twitter devs are the same.
Well, I will say, it shouldn't surprise you since Elon got in power, a bunch of pedophiles started coming out. The libertarians got excited.
Jesus Christ.
They might have came out, but my 12 gauge will put them back in.
I have kind of a controversial opinion on the whole minors and maps thing interacting. I firmly believe that a lot of the supposed minors that are like interacting with the maps are actually just people who are like LARPing.
Might be.
Yeah.
Because like you've seen some of the bios.
Yeah.
It's just like this is way too fucking blatant.
100% feds.
This is genuinely like you would have to be super mentally ill, or just super not on good terms with your father to be doing shit like this.
Or
But fatherless behavior
online.
isn't that uncommon.
I would say that, like, irrespective of that, like, there is people who do take the stuff as real, which is the issue, because these are active forums, things being genuinely shared that are illegal. And that much is already...
Oh, I'm with you.
Like, I wouldn't be talking about it if there wasn't already proof of this, given that there's people who tell me stuff about this who are legit sources. The issue is that, like, this Twitter pedo shit is still a huge problem, and I think it's funny because, like, meanwhile, we have people sprigging out about Elon Musk, and not a single one of them is going to talk about this shit, and I think that's interesting. Well, outside of the weirdos that keep popping in and be like, we need these people to be accepted, which is another thing, and that's topic.
Degenerates like you deserve to burn on a cross.
Yeah.
I'm gonna head out, but before I go, hi Mom, I'm on the internets.
Welcome to the internet. Have a look around.
All right. Well,
Welcome to hell.
If I may butt in, sorry, Grant, you can go first.
I do not know when, how, or why all this pedo acceptance shit started. But all I can say is the fact that it's continuing is proof that we will never invent time travel.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna add someone else in here. I know someone wanted to join. Hello there, Lisa or Rocks. How are you? Hello?
Check.
Howdy.
Hi, hold on. Sorry, my Discord was being a butt. Alrighty. Sorry. So, yeah, I totally agree with you about the, pedophilia crud, because that's what's been going on. I actually have a, picture here that proves something, what Twitter actually pulled. Well, actually before Elon Musk bought, Twitter. Well, before he was trying to finalize it.
Musk.
Elon
I can't say his name right. I'm sorry. I don't
my
say his
favorite-
name right. Okay, I'm for this guy, and I can't even say his freaking name right. Dadgummit.
I'm picturing an unholy fusion of Elon Musk and Ellen DeGeneres.
Oh my fucking
Stop.
god.
I'm so
Okay.
tempted to open up like a face
Okay.
app or something.
Alright, I'm opening up GIMP right now. Grinch,
So,
you GIMP this
hey,
world.
Cass, do you know where I can post this picture? Because I don't know where to post it.
Is anything explicit?
No.
Okay, you should be able to put it on Pedos for the Fox to Hunt.
Okay, this is on. Yeah, if you have like any NSW chats in here, I'll be muting that crud. I'm not that type of girl.
Just
Okay.
fair. Age is really just
Yeah.
a number.
Yes, fairly so. I also accidentally and disgustingly founded that two fast food industries also support that. Anyway, yeah, so this is one of the things there's two things I'm really hoping that please, I can't believe I'm saying his name right again. Elon, is it Elon Musk?
Elon.
Okay, Elon. This is the two things I'm hoping that he can take down. I know it's gonna probably take a lot of time because all the damage that what's his name again? Frick.
Dorsey.
Yeah, Jack Dorsey has made. It's gonna take a lot of time, but there's two things I'm hoping that Elon can take down. Is cancel culture and pedophilia, because those are the two main because those are basically the two big problems that Twitter has.
One of these things is not like the other.
Yeah. It's not like yeah.
Alright, well, I would, if I might butt in, I'm sorry, I've
Yeah.
been kind of holding the spot at the moment, and I just had like a fairly defined thing I wanted to say before I jumped in.
Yeah.
So I was mostly going to say that while I agree it would be good if Elon is going to remove the pedophilia shit, which that is objectively good, I'm not going to fucking say that. I do think there's a lot of good reason not to trust him on most of what he says.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And I know, Cass, you've kind of mentioned it, but I do want to share the other side that this man, I know he posts his funny Twitter memes, but he is not your friend.
Oh, absolutely.
He's like the nice things, like the things he is objectively proven to do. People forget he does use child labor in fucking his cobalt mines, for one. But even on the direct free speech lines, there have been several allegations of employees getting fired or people not getting their Tesla orders because they spoke out against him and his company.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
I'm just saying this is not the kind of guy to trust. As well as the whole thing of him. There's a quote out there, and I'd have to find it. I don't have it offhand. So, like, dude, trust me? Dude, trust me. But of him basically saying he says what shadow banning is. It's a quote that goes something like, well, some things, we're not going to let them get popular, but we're going to leave them up. Like, he directly says something to that effect. And it's like something he's supporting. He's directly supporting shadow banning. I don't know. I just don't trust him, basically, is my whole point here.
Oh,
Sorry,
yeah.
I kind of rambled.
Look,
No.
you're sure as shit not getting your Tesla now.
Absolutely.
Oh
not.
no. Oh no, my car's not gonna burn me to death in it because the door handles suck shit.
So
It's not.
let me go post this out real quick because I've actually just refound this from earlier today. I don't know if it's centered right, but so we got another example of this, and this is wow, okay. From a guy named Harvey Daling, I don't know how you pronounce that. I'm going to assume it might be a bit Britty because the way his last name is spelled is a little too difficult for an American like myself to spell out correctly. It goes, when do you think pedophilia will be recognized as a sexual orientation by mainstream liberals? Then he's got like a post. 84%.
When hell freezes over.
13% says
It's already legal here in California, I can tell you that.
Oh, unfortunately. Within the next 10 years is 13%. 10 to 100 years is 2%. 100 years from now, 100 plus years from now is 1%, and never is 84%.
Good.
And
Any
he starts
percentage under 100 is too fucking much.
and he
I
spurgs
agree.
out. He spurgs out his response. 9 hours after this post goes, society will one day accept maps as part of the queer community. We just have
Please
to
send me a
push
link to this.
yeah, I will. Let the world know the truth about who we are. Okay, nice that you outed yourself, buddy. It may take a bit, but inevitably we'll get there. Get there, and the maps of the future will no longer hide behind who they are. My goal is
Not while I still draw a breath.
absolutely fucking.
Nor the fuck. Well, I still do.
My goal in life is to change society's attitude towards maps and children's autonomy. To take
My goal is to rearrange your teeth.
My goal is to indoctrinate your children and to let them stick their bleep in their bleep.
My goal is to liquefy your insides with a nice revolver.
I was born in the darkness, raising it. You merely adopted it. When I was only a child, I hunted pedophiles.
To make experiences between maps and children harmless and acceptable, we have the intellect and argument to do it. We just need the number.
No.
We
You
must
need a
first
therapist.
focus on academia. Sounds like what you need is a nice thing called, let's call it rope game. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take a pile of rope. We're gonna take you to a little gallows, and we're gonna just hang you there and see how long it
That's
takes.
mercy. No, that's mercy. Castrate him.
True.
No, that's mercy too. You see what you need to do. Does anyone have a bleep sound effect?
Hold on. I got a dolphin bleep sound effect. Does that count?
No. I'm not gonna explain it, Dad.
Alright, well, Cass, I do agree with him. They do need numbers. My preferred numbers are 0.45, 0.442, one of those.
I'd say 0.50. Make sure they're hella dead.
Do you remember when
Or
Cord?
0.22.
Do you remember when Cord was
22
talking
is
about?
pussy
I was
shit.
talking about rope to Cord, and Cord was like, "Nah, you need a lot more rope than that." I'm like, "You underestimate the amount of rope I have." That's
The reason why I
with
say
cord,
castration is because it's longer and he suffers more.
with cord, you don't need a rope, you need a crane.
oh god.
Look, I use Ethernet cable.
God.
Oh my gosh.
Dude,
Well,
okay,
before
I've
scream
invented a
home, I'm
new
gonna
sport
head out.
exclusively for pedophiles.
So,
Yes.
The reason, chat, I wanted to bring this up to you is because I honestly, I mean, to be fair, it's partly petty. I can't bring up Twitter without wanting to bring up the pedophile shit because,
Yeah.
I believe Twitter deserves whatever reputational damage comes to them for letting this happen in the first place. But on top of it, I think it's funny because, every time I do so, Twitter throttles me more for a bit, only to then get attacked by Elon or someone else, and then all of a sudden, like, the algorithm stops throttling me for, like, the next week or so. I think it's funny. I honestly think that Twitter has this weird cycle where they just don't want you talking about pedos, and then, exposing them, and then, like, they throttle you, they get accused by everyone and their fucking mother, even by goddamn Homeland Security. All of a sudden, oh yeah, we're not throttling people, guys. Totally not happening. It's like fucking undoing all the shit algorithm. I think it's funny. So, yeah, I don't trust Elon, but hey, I'll give him props if he goes, yeah, I'm going to do the open source shit so that this doesn't happen.
Oh,
Good.
this person is 14. Oh my fucking
God.
Hey Cass,
Yeah, what's
this
up?
is totally off topic, but one of these days, when we both ever get the chance, I would like to discuss you about something else about what happens besides, because it's also basically off, it's off Twitter topic, but it is pedophilia topic that I think that needs to be addressed too.
That reminds
sure.
me.
One of these days, not now.
That sport. Okay, so I want you to imagine skydiving. And I'm not saying skydiving without a parachute, but skydiving and the parachute is affixed firmly around your neck.
Or you can use an anvil.
No, that's not as funny because you can't get to see them gently float down with their neck at a very uncomfortable angle.
So you're talking about blood on the risers, but like a sport.
No, I'm saying like you go parachuting, but the parachute is attached to your neck with a noose.
I'd like this idea.
It's exclusively for pedophiles too.
I'm willing
And you
to
know what?
invest.
You know what? It'll make it even better. We'll make like a big GTA Online target, and we place bets to see who will get the closest to the center.
Yeah, this is 100% agree. If they can actually do open source, I'll press. Yeah, I kind of view it as a bit like, I know, I'll admit it's a bit of a petty thing, but yeah, I would love to just fucking be able to do something without getting suppressed every single day of the week because they're just like, you can't talk about pedophiles. How dare you talk about our
be a
protected
petty
class?
bitch. Yeah,
God,
Fred.
why?
How dare you talk about our protected class of people? How dare you? Did you know they run society? How dare you call them out?
Did you
Oh, I
know
know
we
that,
live in a
yeah.
society where pedophiles are oppressed? like the Jews were under Nazi Germany. Shut the fuck up! Stop talking.
I've had
to
a
my...
fucking pedophile tell me that. It's like, did you know? I don't think you were aware of how oppressed minor people are. Like, are they more oppressed than my people were when they were literally being herded into ghettos with redlining?
Or mine, where they were being
sold as property, considered 3/5 of a person.
Or mine, where they were being executed in mass, and the U.S. didn't do shit about it for a good period of time.
Yeah.
Fucking Oscar Schindler did more.
So yeah, take that for what you will, chat. I thought I would make this stream rather quickly because I think the Elon shit's funny. I think people getting mad is great. Also, whether or not Elon actually wants to be consistent, well, I'm gonna have to wait and see. I don't really trust him because I don't trust Richie. So
yeah,
take that for what you will. I know.
Now I'm just having low hopes.
Yeah, I know people are just like, I'm sure some people try to misconstrue what I'm thinking here, but it comes across as, yeah, I got no problem with it if he's consistent. If he's not, then oh well, he's another rich billionaire bitch. Well, geez, what a shock. Oh no, like I'm so scared that some rich dude might have a bit of a thin skin. Like, who cares?
It's gonna be even funnier to shit talk Tesla now because there's an element of danger.
An element of danger, yeah. Danger like you won't have your electric car.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Where's my goddamn electric car, Bruce?
Oh dear, I want to have my basically mobile explosive device that is liable to go off at any moment.
Look, all I'm saying is I've seen my fair share of cars on fire rolling into the gas station for some reason.
Yeah.
And they're not Teslas, they're just regular ass fucking cars.
Yeah, so let's see. I think that's about it. Yeah, I'm not gonna go and show the other shit because it was like I said, I can only reference it. I'm not showing nothing because the
corridor has still been trying to join.
The corridor, okay. Well, let's see what he's got. Okay.
Speak, you moke.
Speak.
Is he muted? No, he's not anymore.
There we go.
Okay, so I have a goal for Mr. Harvey over here. I have a goal that is like called I Smash Your Mom.
Oh my gosh! No!
I'm sorry,
no,
what?
No,
I'm sorry, what?
Stop! Shut the frick up!
What are we talking about? Why am I lost?
Why is your avatar a brony?
Because
my help, because it is. My help.
It looks like it has a baseball bat on the side, baseball bat on the side, and staring at you viciously.
Corridors, this is my reaction to this joke.
It looks like he's coming for your sweet rolls.
Wait, that's not what it looks like. A fucking like a potato.
He does look.
But yeah, how Oh, I'm doing.
Oh, okay. You said an actual. I thought you were talking about like a pony for some reason.
Oh wait, is that what the slugs from Toilet Flush?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's the.
Do it.
By the way, I don't know where this idea of pedophilia is entirely not harmful to a child. What do you think? I've seen what happens to grown adults when they realize that their partner was just using them for sex.
I don't know what to tell you. All I know is that apparently recently in time, last couple of years, it's a very common argument maps use, and I've noticed that when I'm dealing with contrarians, they tend to use the same argument. So
it's wrong, and I can prove why it's wrong.
I mean, it's absolutely wrong, but no, we're there's something fucking weird about this current era of the internet where it's like you went from okay, we can agree with we hate pedophiles too. Now there's a huge argument on sides of political aisles whether or not pedo is bad. This is getting ridiculous.
If it was just like kids being like misguidedly accepting, that would be one thing.
Oh well, it goes a lot deeper than that. It's as I said earlier about the whole town square argument that everyone uses about Twitter. Like, the only reason we're doing that for social media is because it's practically nigh impossible to ensure your safety while talking about anything in public. Nowadays, our discourse is so shit that, the mere mention of saying, yeah, pedos are bad, it makes you right-wing. And I get hit with this a lot by random, especially furries, I guess, uber lefty furries, too. It's like, oh, you go after pedophiles, you're too right-wing to be a fur fag or something. I'm looking at how does that even work?
Really fucking retarded.
Yeah, this is the discourse we're in.
As
That's the
those
reason
sales
why.
words were on
I
YouTube.
know. It's like, dude, I've got the mark of Nurgle on me. I'm into some creepy shit, but this is a bit fucked up.
Okay, I know people who are both right-wing and left-wing, and both of my friends don't support pedophilia. Both right and left. What the frick?
Oh no, I don't deny that when it comes to politics it's irrelevant, but the idea that we got into a point in this discourse is both hilarious and fucking weird.
It's the crazy SSJ woke crud. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, we're getting judged by 8% of the population that never has to deal with heartache.
Yeah, they're getting to the part. Yeah, they're basically woke now. They're using opinions instead of facts.
I want. Oh my. Oh, I just.
Let's just say hypothetically. Let's just say hypothetically that facts didn't care about their feelings.
I noticed a very weird pattern as I'm
turned
reporting
into
all these.
Porky Pig for a second.
Well, what's that weird pattern about reporting these?
A lot of these people are 15.
Why am I not?
What the heck?
I've only found 170 out of the 8 I've reported, so far during this time.
Yeah.
Most of them were 15 to 14.
Alright.
I want to die.
Jesus, I don't blame you. Either way, chat, I think we're done here. I don't see too I don't it was not going to be a big stream by any means. So
yeah.
Take that for what you will.
I could go on and on about telling people why this is stupid, but
we'll get onto a bigger conversation about that if we have to. I've been meaning to do more than just this shit.
Wait, can I tell one of my stories real quick?
I mean, sure, I suppose.
Alright, kids. It's time for story time with Uncle.
Story time! Yay! Story time!
Okay, Lisa, if you ever use the lolly voice again, I will kill Babar.
Okay, I'm a voice actor. Leave me alone. Come on.
So am I. Except I get paid for worse things than you, I bet.
Hey!
You've told me.
Yes, I have. Anyway. Anyway, story.
Go on, sorry.
Mute them.
Go ahead.
Anyway,
I'm sorry.
Story time with Uncle Grinch. So, not long after I turned 21. Oh God, sorry, that was real.
Thank you, Rick Sanchez.
That was real. Anyway,
it's just method acting.
No, that was real. It was like that. It's like that dude juicing a monkey for its pee. That's real.
What?
Oh my God.
Anyway, don't look that up, kids. Anyway, so shortly after I turned 21, I started using Tinder because I was a very bitter, lonely alcoholic. Fun fact: don't use Tinder. You'll get syphilis.
Oh boy.
And while syphilis might be easy to cure these days, if you're too stupid to go to the clinic and say, hey, there's something wrong with me, you'll die of a neurological disease you could have cured with some antibiotics.
Yep.
Now that I'm speaking from experience, mind you. Anyway.
Get tested every 3 months, kids.
Depending on how active you are. Some of you don't ever have to get tested ever.
You virgins.
Especially you, Preston.
Preston Gart.
No, you fucking stop. Anyway, so your Uncle Grinch, he meets this girl off of Tinder, not bad looking, not exactly walking down the runway, but not exactly working the counter behind Hot Topic either, you know. Anyway, so we have this routine where she'll come over, I'll cook something to eat, and we'll go to bed. No. Not always in that order. Because fun fact, don't go to bed with somebody when you have a full stomach. It can lead to something very disgusting. Also invest in mattress shields. Anyway.
Why are you talking about this? Why should get YouTube?
Because this will get him views. This
is also entertaining, and I need to show this to people.
Oh my god.
Anyway, so me and this girl, we're doing the sex, right? And
we're doing the sex.
She's on top of me, and she's gyrating her hips in this way that some of you guys know exactly what I'm talking about.
Don't even know how you guys are doing it.
Anyway, so some of you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. And she asks if I enjoy what she's doing. And my response, and keep in mind, to this day, I do not know why I responded the way I did. I do not know why I did this. I look her dead in the face and I go, yeah! And she's...
We live in a society.
And she stops. She stops mid-bounce and looks at me like I just spat in her face.
Oh my god.
I'm sitting there trying to hold in this fucking side-splitting laughter. And I shit you not, in under 2 minutes, she's fully dressed and storming out of my apartment and didn't say a word to me. I have not heard from her once ever since.
Oh my
It's
God.
been 7 years. And I have never heard back from her. Oh, God.
So like she runs out like you stole her Christmas or something.
She ran out like I started singing some Negro spirituals or something. And that's not a racial slur, that's literally what they're called.
Let's try not to get banned off of YouTube.
Yep.
Yes.
Alright, I think that's enough for now. We're definitely going a bit over the mark, so feel free to like, subscribe, share this content around. Obviously, this channel can only succeed because you guys help it to be that way. Especially since, as mentioned before, YouTube and Twitter and these other websites don't like having me around. So, if you're not doing it for me, do it to piss off Susan. Why not? I'll see you guys later on some bigger projects soon. This is just kind of a one and done thing just for fun, because I think it's funny. I'll see you guys later.